Welcome back. Well, President Trump shocked the publishing world when he announced a few days ago that he was coming out with a brand new book. And the best part is that this book can't be canceled. Winning Team Publishing is behind this book, and the man behind that publishing company is my good friend Sergio Gor. Great to see you, Sergio. It's really one of those things that just came absolutely out of nowhere. You and I are super close friends. Absolutely. I didn't know anything about this. Very good job keeping that on the DL. Tell us about, though, I think the first thing people are thinking is, well, everyone will just cancel it. But you kind of circumvented that. How?
So we actually kept it a secret, which is incredible, because as you know, everything gets out in that circle.
Yes.
We'd been working on this for about 3 months, meeting 3-4 times a week. The president was very hands-on. We'd meet literally every evening, sometimes for as long as 4 hours.
Yeah, I did notice when I saw you, a lot of times you'd be like, yeah, I talked to the president last night. I'm like, wow. I don't get that from his own kids. Right. Now I know why.
And every single image in this book, he picked. Every single caption he wrote, some by hand. We went through thousands of photos. I went through millions first.
Yeah, this is interesting because you were telling me about this. I think people a lot of times think, well, if you put together a picture book, that you like take all your pictures, tape them on a scrapbook, somebody copies it, and then you've got a picture book. It's not like that.
No. So imagine a White House photographer. Well, he had between 12 and 18 photographers in 4 years.
Yeah.
Every single day he has between 20 and 34,000 pictures. That's in one day.
Yeah.
We had to go through 4 years of that and pick the highlights. And some of these images are incredible. Some of them have never before been seen.
Right, that's what I was going to ask.
Some of them are known images, but he puts his spin on them. And it's pure President Trump.
Pure President Trump. Oh, this audience loves those words. Okay, now, one that's fun that I need to ask you about. There are a few things. But the image of President Trump sending Barack and Michelle Obama packing with the goodbye caption was really great, and I want you to tell us how that went with the president.
Well, we kind of did a chronology of how he started, his accomplishments, and what better way to start making America great again by saying goodbye to our good friends, you know, President Obama and Michelle, and so he sent them along their way, and things did improve in those 4 years. I mean, what a difference, and do we see it today?
Oh, do we ever, do we ever. Okay, the picture of Mount Rushmore, it's just missing Donald Trump's face. We all know it'll be there someday, but seriously, the picture is so emblematic, really, of the Trump presidency and his just sincere, deep love for this country. Tell us.
100%. He insisted on having several pictures, not only of Mount Rushmore, but also of the troops. So you see several jets, fighter jets, flying above Mount Rushmore. And it's such a powerful image of what he encompasses of what America is. Strength, patriotism, America first.
That's so cool. I love that. Also, the picture of the president and the first lady and the Marines posted outside the White House. The president loves our military so much. I was so blessed to get to see this even firsthand, many times flying with him or visiting him at the White House. Never missed stopping to acknowledge them, encourage them. But you know what? The thing about it is, he treats everybody that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us how that played itself out in this book.
So the entire family was involved in making this book. And so the First Lady wanted some pictures in it. So she actually chose that picture herself.
Oh.
Don Jr. picked some pictures himself. Ivanka chose some pictures herself. She loved that picture. Just encompasses so much. She did a lot behind the scenes that people are not aware of for the troops, for their families.
Yes,
and so it's a picture that's near and dear to her.
Oh, that's special. That's neat. All right, huge accomplishments, as we talked about, happened in the White House, and they're pictured in this book. We have the Gorsuch swearing in, tax cuts being signed, so many huge accomplishments. Honestly, it could have been, I still remember the day that I came on and reported the number of accomplishments just in his first 30 days. Right. This book could have been nothing but that, but you had to keep it interesting. So how did you do that balance?
We balanced a little behind the scenes, a little family, a little accomplishments. I mean, really, you could put out 10 of these. We had enough material for 10 of these. We wanted to keep it interesting, so we struck the right balance. The president made it an incredibly interesting project. As you said in the beginning of the segment, the beautiful thing about this is because we're our own company, we have 4 authors already signed. 45books.com, you can get your own copy. The left is going crazy. I mean, we don't need them. We're able to put this out. I have some of the largest book distributors today competing because they want more copies. Yeah. It is selling at an incredible pace.
Yeah.
And that is a testament to this president and his popularity and how much people miss him.
So much, and we all know that Trump makes the news, and without Trump, I think that's why they
Absolutely.
still blame him for
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
It's just so they
You're
can
right.
still say his name and
Yeah.
still get some ratings. Try as hard as they may. But it is so interesting. Tell us your favorite anecdote, your favorite story about being with him. He is so funny. I think that's what's lost on a lot of people if they haven't attended one of his rallies, and if they're just taking the media depiction of him. That sense of humor. Sharp as a tack.
It's incredible.
Yes,
I mean,
tell us.
there's so many stories. I don't know where to begin, but with every one of these images, you could really write a book. And some of the most incredible images in there. There's a very moving image of him shaking hands with Kim Jong-un at the border with North Korea. And it's not necessarily a funny story, but it's striking to his leadership. And the State Department had warned him that he would need to prep for this for months. Within 4 days, he had everyone moving, and they were on their way to Vietnam.
Wow.
And it's just the emblematic leadership that if you want something done, A to B gets accomplished.
Yeah.
And he does not think like the rest of Washington. These experts that have been in Washington for 40 years, we got to study, and we need a white paper, and we need this and that. He's an action-driven president.
Totally.
And this comes across in this book. The humor comes across in an incredible way. You just have to get it to see it.
Yeah, because he did write the captions
The
themselves.
captions,
And
the
without
captions are
giving anything
phenomenal.
away, you
I
told
mean,
me a little off
it's.
camera.
I
It
mean,
sounds
there's
really
a beautiful picture of him with Nancy Pelosi, and he calls her, and I quote, "F crazy," and he goes, "Such natural disagreement."
Yeah.
And I mean, but it's true. Who can
It's
disagree
true.
with that?
It's true. I love it. His fingerprints are all over this. This is really his book.
It is.
And you are really such a good friend of our network and of my family. And I just thank you
Love
so
them
much.
all.
I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to get a copy.
45books.com.
45books.com, and we'll be talking about that more every day so that we can make sure everybody gets their copy of this book, because I think everyone needs this for Christmas.
Thank you so much. You're absolutely the best.
Sergio Gor, thank you for being with us. 45books.com, that's your place to go get your copy now, because you never know. They could sell out. It could be a shipping problem. I'm kidding. Those are only things from China, remember. All right, coming up, we talked to somebody who actually read the entire Build Back Better bill that Nancy Pelosi just rammed through the House, and you will not believe what he found in there. There's more on this. We'll tell you next right here on Dr. Gina Primetime. Don't go away.